What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we have an interesting video planned here because GM has been messing up. They've been delivering cars that have incorrect parts. Let's go take a look at what we're talking about today. Gotta love the forged light wheels, man. They just look absolutely phenomenal on the car, guys. Anyway, we are gonna jump in the car and actually head up to Blackout Tinting because that is where our adventure begins today. Yeah. Incorrect parts on a C8 Corvette. Let's talk about it. So we are in the Z06. We're gonna head up to Blackout Tinting. Like I said, there's some serious kind of weird issues going on with GM, and I wanted to show you exactly how bad it is. But before we do, let's do a cold start of the Z06. Interior cold start. Love it. All right, guys, we have arrived. It was kind of an uneventful drive on the way up here, so I didn't really film too much with the screaming playing crank. But what I did want to talk about a little bit before we walk in here and discuss exactly what's going on is kind of the situation with GM. So apparently they're having issues with delivering brand new cars with incorrect parts on them. Now, we're going to go more into detail here in a second whenever you see this customer's car. So this is one of my subscribers. He actually brings his car to Blackout Tinting here in Pennsylvania to get all the PPF and tint and ceramic and all that stuff done. And as soon as they unloaded it, I was like, yeah, that's not right. So we're going to discuss that in a second, but ultimately this is something to be aware of. If you guys have a C8 Corvette on order, regardless of what trim, it could potentially arrive to the dealership with incorrect parts installed. So if you chose carbon flash boomerangs, you might get body color boomerangs. If you chose carbon fiber ground effects, you might get carbon flash ground effects. It's odd. GM is apparently aware of the issue, which is, you know, makes it a little better, but yeah. It's just strange. All right, guys, real quick, before we continue, I wanted to mention that you can win a C8 Corvette Z06 with the Z07 package plus $25,000, and you can actually enter in the link in the description down below, and if you do, you're actually going to get 50% bonus entries just for being a horsepower-obsessed fan. You can go in and actually get these as cheap as $25, which would normally only get you 18 tickets, but if you click that link in the description below, you're going to get 9 extra tickets for free to win this beautiful Riptide Blue Z06 convertible car. You guys should definitely take your chances because worst case scenario, it does benefit a good charity. So even if you don't win, your money is not just thrown away. You are still helping out a good cause. Check out the link in the description down below, guys. Good luck. And if you win, guys, let me know because I would really like to see one of my subscribers win this car. Anyway, let's get back on with the video. So we got the car here today at Blackout Tinting, guys. They are going to clean it up for me because we're going to the bash. Tomorrow morning we're leaving, so come check us out. Come say hi. I'm going to be parked with Paragon Performance the majority of the show. I want to represent for them because they've been absolutely fantastic on the channel, so come check out the car sitting with Paragon Performance. I'll be there the entire time at the bash. We're going to be going out to dinners and everything else, so if you want to hang out a little bit, come say hi and let us know you want to hang out. Obviously, I'm driving the car down, so the car will be there with me to make some road trips, some dinner trips, that kind of stuff. But check out the wheels, guys. I know I keep harping on these things, but God, they're just so fantastic looking, and even when they're dirty. I mean, these things got pretty dirty from my roughly 800 miles I put on it the other day, driving out to meet up with Street Speed and then to meet up with Andrew to test drive his E-Ray, and then Andrew drove it pretty aggressively, and yeah, they got a little dirty. So the car's here to get cleaned up, like I said, guys, but enough of that. Let's go talk about what this video is really about. Just getting cleaned up, boys. Gonna look nice and good for the show. Yeah, like I said, hope to see you there. As I promised, we're going to look at the C8 here in a second to show you what I'm talking about. But before we do, I just wanted to acknowledge this thing really quickly. An old school NSX in the shop here to get some paint protection film, old paint protection film removed and new stuff put on. It's just been a long time since I've seen one of these. And then of course, Josh's new SRT Hellcat. He had his old one stolen, so he bought the exact same freaking car. Now, this is the car we're here to talk about, guys. This is a C8 Corvette Z06, Z07 package car, carbon fiber wheels, carbon ceramic rotors, carbon fiber Z07 package, basically every single thing you could get as an option here. Like I said, this is a subscriber's car. His name's Doug, a good friend of mine at this point. And this is an expensive car. I know you guys already kind of know that these are expensive, but with this thing being optioned out the way that it is, it's literally almost $200,000. This is why it matters. Number one, the car is up here to get PPF'd. Paint protection film, ceramic, window tints, already been tinted, it looks like. It's here to be protected after Doug already spent almost $200,000 on this car. What's really odd here is obviously he sprung for the mirror caps in carbon fiber. He has the side skirts down here, carbon fiber. He's got the wheels, carbon fiber. He's got the dive planes, carbon fiber. He's got the roof, carbon fiber. He's got the spoiler, carbon fiber, with, of course, the Carbon Aero sticker. Now, where things get really weird is when we come up to the front. First thing I noticed whenever I saw the car for the first time is, yeah, okay, we got some carbon fiber dive planes here, but the heck's going on with this splitter? Yeah, that splitter is carbon flash. See if you can tell the difference here. And I immediately saw this and I was like, what the heck is going on? So I called Doug to make sure he knew, because he just took delivery of this car. And sure enough, that front splitter is all carbon flash, while everything else in the car is carbon fiber. So Doug did know that that was an issue from the day he took delivery of the car. And he raised, obviously, valid concerns, valid points with the dealership he picked it up from, because that's not right. That's not even an option. That's not something that you can actually even tell GM to do. If you get a carbon fiber exterior body kit, or aero kit in this case, it's all carbon fiber, or if you get carbon flash, it's all carbon flash. He gets a carbon flash front splitter while everything else is carbon fiber. So he raises some concerns, and the dealership reaches out to Chevy because that's what they got. The dealership didn't mess up, Chevy did. So right after they reached out to Chevy, Chevy releases a technical service bulletin to all the dealerships saying, hey, just so you guys know, there's been a mix-up, and you're gonna get some cars, not just Z06s, you're gonna get some cars with incorrect body parts. Oh man, a $200,000 car with an incorrect splitter. Now obviously they're going to take care of it, but the problem is they're not even sure when they're going to be able to take care of it. So that's another area of major concern, is that right now Doug was telling me they have the left and right side of the splitter, but not the center part. So they can send out the left and the right in carbon fiber, but not the center portion here because it's on back order basically. So eventually this will get taken care of, but until then you're driving around a car that is very much so mixed matched on options. Now this is a red mist car, and its freaking thing is beautiful. I would be fairly upset. The only thing that he has kind of going for him at this situation is that it is here at Blackout Tinting to get paint protection film and everything, so he's going to be without it for about a week anyway. And he's also coming to my show here in Gibsonia in about a month, so he's just leaving it until then. So thankfully in this situation he doesn't need the car tomorrow, because if he does, or if he did, he's getting a car back that doesn't even have matched parts. After spending almost 200 grand and then more on paint protection film, the car still isn't going to be completely done until GM replaces that splitter. Now, where things get really interesting is the fact that it doesn't necessarily have to be just the splitter. It doesn't have to be just the side skirt. It could be the spoiler, the mirror caps, the dive planes, the interior carbon fiber. It could be any of this stuff. So if your car is delivered with incorrect parts, it literally could affect a lot of different things. I don't know what GM's doing, but man, this is crazy to me. I guess that's really it, guys. I don't want to rant about this too much, but this is, like I said, this is kind of messed up. I just don't understand quite why something like this would be a problem. And if it is, how does it take that long to fix it? Obviously, the thing that's really concerning here is that they had the front bumper off to do the scrape armor, radiator grill guards and stuff. And the bumper's going to have to come off again to change this out. Now Doug, the subscriber that owns this car, is okay with that because he also just recently purchased from my website the carbon fiber fangs here, and this bumper has to come off to install those. So it's kind of okay that the bumper's got to come off again, because he's just going to have them put those on at the same time. But if that wasn't the case, now you have to remove the bumper twice instead of just once to get all this stuff fixed up. I don't know. Definitely something to keep an eye on if you're looking or waiting for a new Corvette. Like I said, guys, I don't really want to harp on this too long, but at the same time, I do want you to be aware that this could potentially be a problem for you. And if it is, you know, this is what you might have to deal with. It could take months for that center part to come into stock. You guys know how GM has been with carbon fiber pieces. They're not overly quick at getting them done. So this could take a while. Now, on a different note, if you guys haven't been following the channel, May 18th, I am having a car show here in Gibsonia, Pennsylvania at the Blackout Tinting location, and we've already had almost 600 cars respond to this. This thing is going to be huge. So if you're anywhere near the area, come out. It's going to be a gigantic show, and you're also going to get some pizza. That's what I'm serving for lunch at that time. So come out, see some cool cars, eat some pizza, hang out for a little bit. Check out the link in the description down below for a little bit more information. All right, guys, so the car's clean. We're in what seems to be always windy Latrobe. Every time I'm in Latrobe, it is like the windiest day ever here. So I apologize if you can hear the wind, but the car's all cleaned up. We're gonna have obviously a clean car for the bash, which is good. It's gonna get filthy though in the drive down, because it's like an 8.5 hour drive or something. But hopefully by the time we get down there, you guys can check out those freaking awesome wheels. Like I said a couple times, the wheels are cool, but check out the link in the description down below and put my name, Horsepower Obsessed, in the quote if you go to grab some of these wheels, because you'll save $250 on them. So even if you don't get this exact same design, or even on the same car, you can get these for any car. Use my channel name. It's gonna save you 250 bucks. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. I really just wanted to kind of let you guys know that this is an issue on GM's end with cars getting wrong parts installed and then delivered that way. So quality control not really doing its job, I guess. I'm not sure what exactly is going on there, but just so you're aware, if you're waiting for a C8 Corvette, Stingray, E-Ray, Z06, it doesn't matter. You could potentially end up with the wrong parts. And it's crazy to think that you're spending that much money on a car. And the wind is just nuts up here all the time. You could be potentially spending 200 grand on a car and getting wrong parts. Like, it's mind-blowing. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of keep you guys up to date, because like I said, Doug's a good friend. I'm gonna kind of let you know exactly when his part comes in versus when he ordered it. Like I said, it could be a while. But anyway, guys, hopefully you like this video. I wanted to keep you guys updated like I always try to do. I want you guys to be on the cutting edge of know when it comes to these cars, because that's how you get the best prices. That's how you have the best experience. So hopefully you liked it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content. And as always, guys, stay obsessed.